Welcome to Smalltalk Daily for Wednesday, April 7th, 2010. This morning I wanted to go through reading images in Smalltalk, and by images I mean graphics files, not Smalltalk images. Here I have Bottom Feeder, and one of the things it does is read XML feeds and put them up on a pseudo web page. And to do that you often have to read images, JPEGs, BMPs, whatever comes down at you. And here's a couple of examples of some books I read. Now, doing that in Smalltalk is actually fairly simple. There's a class called ImageReader, and you can test this out right in the image without having to put it into any kind of memory cache of any kind, just by trying this display from file API that it has. So I'll try this on the splash image for Bottom Feeder. So I'll do it on this. And you see there's the splash image for Bottom Feeder. It comes up. Now, see how that works. Let's go into class, ImageReader, and we'll go over to the class side. And over here you see display from file. And you also see display from file rendered by, so you have this whole set of things over here. But let's go into the can read. This is an important thing. Notice how this says false, and that's because there's a hierarchy of these. It turns out ImageReader is an abstract class. There are a bunch of concrete ones in it for BMP down below, GIF, JPEG, PNG, XBM. And if you needed to read some other image reading format, what you would do is you would subclass ImageReader, add the format reading into some specific class, and then follow along with the protocol. For instance, BMP ImageReader tests whether or not it's a BMP file by looking at the image header. Same thing for a GIF file, and same thing for a JPEG. Notice how they all have this can read message, and they just check the header of the image and say, well, is this something I handle? If not, we'll just go merrily along. And that's really all there is to it. If you go up to ImageReader to find the API, you can go in here to the examples. You see display from file, but on instance creation you have the most common example is from file. An API an awful lot of people add, and one I added in Bottom Feeder, is from stream, so that you can read from streaming HTTP sources and that kind of thing, so that if you're getting the image from something other than a file, you can get it. And that's an easy API to add. Lots of people do it. I'm probably going to recommend that engineering just include it, but that's neither here nor there. That's pretty much all there is to reading images in Smalltalk. So that's about it. Until next time, have fun with Smalltalk.